Guys, what's up? All right, so before I start the story, I have two disclaimers. The first one is that I will be telling this story in the mind frame that I was in 12 years ago. Okay? Second thing is that I need you guys to repeat after me. I'm on your side. I'm on your side. Can you say that? Can you say that? Can you say that one more time? I'm on your side. All right, remember that. Right. All right. So, I had just left the stage after doing really well at this show, right? And being a comic, doing really well at a show, killing a show is almost akin to being Bruce Willis in Die Hard, right? Because just when you know you're about to tell that last joke and kill it, it's almost like lighting up your cigarette, flicking it, and saying yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. That's exactly what it's like. So I told my last joke to applause, and I get off stage, and I hang out in the back where some of the other comics and other bar patrons were hanging out there just to revel in what just happened on stage right there. And I'm sitting there for a couple of minutes, and walks this 6 foot tall, olive skinned girl with this Erykah Badu head wrap on. Mm-hmm. And as she walked in, it just, everything kind of felt slow. She kind of reminded me of a character from the movie 300. I don't know if you guys remember the movie 300, but it was a movie where 300 white dudes pretend to be Greek for 2 hours. You know what I mean? So that's really what it was, right? She reminded me of this character, but I couldn't get it in that moment. So she sits down right next to me. She lights up her cigarette, takes a drag of it, looks at me, and she congratulated me on my set. And I said, thank you. And she's like, so how'd you get into comedy? So I started telling her about that and more. We're talking about a lot of things. And then as I'm doing it, I am making her laugh. And I realized that I am doing something that I have only heard about in movies. And my friend, that is called flirting. I don't know what that is. I never had a male figure in my life to teach me how to talk to women. So at this point, I have a PlayStation controller and I'm just fucking button mashing it all. That's all I'm doing, To the point where she's laughing but in my mind I'm like, yo, I need to get out of here because I don't know how to do this. You sound like an old black woman for a second. Oh my damn! They're just sorry. So in this moment, I don't know what to do. It's my mind. I'm like, yo, get out of there. But something is telling me to stay in there. And we're in the back talking for a very long time. And I see that the show is over and people are leaving. So I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. So we decided to go downstairs to grab a drink. And we go downstairs, and there's just an empty pool table hanging out there. So we decided to, play pool. So as we're playing, we're walking around the pool table, looking at each other, in this very, sensual, sexual way, only two strangers can do. Not like you and I right now at the moment, but I'm just and we're going around the table, hitting the shots, and I was like, oh, this is nice. And then I'm still like, yo, I gotta get out of here because I'm still button mashing, right? All I'm doing is this moment just button mashing, and for some reason it's working. And all this stuff leads to a kiss. A kiss that oh shit, in my button mashing, I just transformed into fucking a Black Rico Suave, like in this moment. That's like, that's a reference if you're old, but and but my brain is like, I still gotta get the fuck out of here, but I still stay in there. After the game is over, she's like, hey, so I'm gonna head home, and I think to myself, sure, okay, cool, I'll walk you home, fine, but I wasn't thinking that for gentlemanly reasons. I was thinking to myself that if I walk her home, maybe she might sleep with me, right? Not knowing like that's not how sex works at all. It doesn't. Because if it did, every man would be the perfect fucking gentleman. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I would love to walk you home, madame. And she'd be like, oh my God, thank you, sir. And here's a hand job for you. Like, that's how it would like really be. So like, we head to her apartment, and she opens the door, and I walk in like I am King Leonidas. Like I'm gonna like kick her on the fucking bed and be like, this is coitus! Like, that's what I'm gonna do in this moment, right? And so I walk in, and I don't know if you guys like remember like the old TV shows where like when something happens, there is like an angel on one side and like a devil on the other, That is almost exactly how it is with me. But it is cool-ass Vern on one side and scared-ass Vern on the other, And cool-ass Vern is like, yo, you about to go up there and tear that shit up, B? You know what I'm saying? And then scared-ass Vern is like, yo, you don't know what tear that shit up means, all right? Like, the last thing you taught was your fucking gas bill, so just chill out for a second, you know what I mean? We're in her apartment, and like there's just a little oddness in the air, So she puts on some music, and she kind of feels it too, and she's like, "Hey, do you want your tarot read?" And I'm like, no. Like, did you hear cool ass Vern? Like, I'm about to tear this shit up. Whatever that means, I'm about to do this, But I was like, sure, right? I was like, sure. Tell me what the tarot says. So she's like telling me what the tarot says, and I'm just like, oh my God, that's so true. It wasn't, but I'm still doing basements. Like it wasn't true, right? So I'm like, all right, because I can't really afford to say no. So the tension after a while is kind of gone. So we start making out, and we head back to her bedroom. And she gets to the bedroom, and she takes off the head wrap that she had on earlier. And underneath the head wrap, she is bald, right? And I was like, oh, that's something different. And so I would have to say, at this point in my time in my life, I was a late bloomer, very late bloomer in my life. But just at that moment, I started to have sex a little bit more. So I was okay at it, right? So with being okay at it, I just started thinking of really silly shit, egotistical shit. And with my ego, with my ego, I was thinking to myself, like, oh my God, I just became this girl's Make-A-Wish, right? Which is like, you're on my side, remember that shit. Which is like the most fucked up thing that anyone could ever think, right? Because no woman's last wish is to fuck a comic. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not happening. Hey mama, I'm dying. Give me Carrot Top. No one's doing that shit at all. You know what I mean? It's not fucking happening, right? So, I'm an idiot. She had her wraps on, so she takes her shirt off, and so I see her, fully. And like I said, she is a very tall person. She's bald-headed. She has like kind of like a man-like kind of stature, you know what I mean? And she has like really big hands, bigger than my tiny ass fucking hands, right? The thing that I leave out the story, that's the ghost of her. She's like, motherfucker, for sure. Oh shit, I'm scared now. The part that I leave at the story is that I met this woman at a gay bar, and it's a gay bar that I frequent all the time with my friends, and I go there a lot, and they have comedy shows there. I love this place. This place is fucking awesome, But in the moment, I'm thinking like, what do I do if the person isn't like biologically what I like? Like I don't know what to do in that situation. This is the first time this has ever happened to me. And I think, okay, well, And I look over to my left, and I see cool-ass Vern. I see scared-ass Vern. And scared-ass Vern is like, that's what your motherfucking ass get, right? You know what I mean? That's what you do. I told you to go home, but now you're here. And I look and I see cool-ass Vern. And cool-ass Vern takes out his packet of cigarettes, pop it on his hands, looks at me, and he says, "Do your thing, homie." And I listened to Cool-Ass Vern for two reasons. First reason is I got myself in a situation, I'm going to fuck myself out of it. Second, thank you. This is for the future for you. Second reason is I'd never been to college. I'd never had any of those crazy college experiences. You know what I mean? So I gotta tell my kids, and I tell my kids like, yo, your grandfather was an adventurer. That's it's kind of what it is there. But trying to figure out what to do in this situation is kind of tricky. It's a very tricky thing to do because even though it is not exactly what I wanted, I still have to think about the person that I'm with. I have to think about them and their experiences and their heart. So even though this is not me, which I knew that if it turns out that she was trans, I knew I couldn't go forward with it after that, even though I just kind of went to second base anyway. But I knew that I knew that I couldn't. But what do you do in a situation? The only thing I could do is be like, I had a great time with you, but I'm sorry, this is not for me. But it's high five and play some games. I don't know what to do. And this is the thing to do, to think about the other person. And as she's above me, and I'm laying on the bed, I don't know at this moment, and I go down, and turns out that she wasn't trans at all, which is fine. It's okay. That's the first time anyone's ever said that. You are the best audience member I've ever had in my entire life, for sure. No one's ever been that attentive to any of my stories before. You're like, and you're amazing. And so turns out she wasn't, but we had a great time throughout the night, right? And she's laying on my chest after it's over because I tore that shit up, right? And she's sleeping, and I'm up. And I look to my left, I look to my right again, and I see cool ass Vern smoking a cigarette. He looked at me and he's like, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. All right, that's my time.